Solar System. The solar system is the collection of planets, moons, asteroids, comets, and other celestial bodies that orbit around the Sun. The solar system is believed to have formed approximately 4.6 billion years ago from a cloud of gas and dust called the solar nebula. The 8 planets in the solar system, in order from the Sun, are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Pluto was once considered the 9th planet but has since been reclassified as a dwarf planet. The largest planet in the solar system is Jupiter, which is also known for its many moons, including Europa, which is believed to have a subsurface ocean and potential for hosting life. Saturn is known for its iconic rings, and Uranus and Neptune are known as the ice giants due to their composition. The solar system is also home to numerous asteroids and comets, including the famous Halley's Comet, which orbits the Sun once every 76 years. The study of the solar system is known as astronomy, and NASA, the European Space Agency (ESA), and other space agencies have launched numerous missions to explore and study the planets and other bodies in our solar system. Formation and evolution. Solar system. The solar system is believed to have formed from a giant cloud of gas and dust called the solar nebula approximately 4.6 billion years ago. As the nebula collapsed under its own gravity, it began to spin and flatten into a disk. The center of the disk became the Sun, while the remaining material clumped together to form the planets, moons, asteroids, and other bodies. The inner planets, including Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are made mostly of rock and metal and are relatively small compared to the outer planets. The outer planets, including Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, are mostly made of gas and ice and are much larger than the inner planets. The early solar system was a chaotic and violent place, with numerous collisions and impacts between the newly forming bodies. One such impact is believed to have led to the formation of the Moon, which is thought to have been created when a Mars-sized body collided with the early Earth. Over time, the solar system has evolved through a combination of processes, including the gravitational interactions between the planets and other bodies, impacts from comets and asteroids, and the slow cooling and contracting of the Sun. Some of these processes have had major impacts on the evolution of the solar system, including the formation of the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter and the migration of the giant planets to their current positions. Today, the solar system continues to evolve, and scientists are studying its past and present to better understand its formation and evolution, as well as to search for signs of life on other planets and moons. Orbits. Solar system. The solar system is home to a wide variety of orbits, ranging from the nearly circular orbits of the planets to the highly elliptical orbits of comets and some asteroids. Here are some key facts about the orbits in the solar system. Planetary orbits. The 8 planets in the solar system all orbit the Sun in roughly circular orbits that lie in the same plane. The distances of the planets from the Sun vary widely, with Mercury being the closest planet to the Sun and Neptune being the farthest. Dwarf planet orbits. Dwarf planets, such as Pluto and Ceres, also orbit the Sun, but their orbits are less regular and more elongated than those of the planets. Asteroid belt. The asteroid belt lies between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter and is home to millions of small rocky bodies, many of which orbit the Sun in highly elliptical orbits. Kuiper belt. Beyond the orbit of Neptune lies the Kuiper belt, a region of space that contains countless icy bodies, including dwarf planets such as Pluto, Haumea, and Makemake. Oort cloud. The Oort cloud is a hypothetical region of space thought to lie far beyond the Kuiper belt, and is believed to be the source of many of the comets that periodically enter the inner solar system. Cometary orbits. Comets typically have highly elliptical orbits that take them from the distant reaches of the solar system all the way to the inner solar system, where they can be seen as bright, glowing tails in the night sky. Understanding the orbits of the bodies in the solar system is essential for studying their movements, interactions, and evolution over time, and for planning missions to explore and study them in greater detail. Competition. Solar system. There are several examples of competition in the solar system, as different bodies compete for resources, influence, and survival. Here are a few examples. Planetary competition. The 8 planets in the solar system compete for resources such as light, heat, and space as they orbit the Sun. In addition, the gravitational influence of the larger planets, such as Jupiter and Saturn, can impact the orbits of smaller planets and asteroids, leading to collisions and disruptions. Asteroid and comet competition. The asteroid belt and the Kuiper belt are home to millions of rocky and icy bodies, many of which compete for resources such as space and sunlight. These bodies can also collide with each other, leading to the creation of new asteroids and comets, or the destruction of existing ones. Solar wind and radiation competition. The Sun emits a constant stream of charged particles known as the solar wind, which can have a significant impact on the magnetic fields and atmospheres of planets and other bodies in the solar system. In addition, the Sun also emits powerful radiation that can be harmful to living organisms and electronic equipment. Planetary protection and contamination. As humans explore and study the solar system, there is a risk of contamination, as microbes and other organisms from Earth could potentially hitch a ride on spacecraft and contaminate other planets and moons. To prevent this, strict protocols are in place to ensure that spacecraft are thoroughly sterilized before launch, and that they do not contaminate other bodies in the solar system. Understanding the various forms of competition in the solar system is important for scientists and space agencies, as they work to explore and study the planets and other bodies, while also protecting them from contamination and other threats. Distance and scale. Solar system. The solar system is vast and spans an enormous distance. Its size can be measured using various scales, such as astronomical units O, light years Li, and kilometers km. Astronomical units O. This is a scale commonly used in astronomy to measure distances within the solar system. 1 astronomical unit is equal to the distance from the Sun to Earth, which is approximately 93 million miles, 149.6 million kilometers. Light years Li. This scale is used to measure distances beyond the solar system. 1 light year is the distance that light travels in 1 year, which is approximately 5.88 trillion miles, 9.46 trillion kilometers. Here are some of the distances within the solar system using these scales. The distance between the Sun and Mercury is about 0.390 or 36 million miles, 58 million kilometers. The distance between the Sun and Neptune is about 30 or 2.8 billion miles, 4.5 billion kilometers. The distance between the Sun and the nearest star, Proxima Centauri, is about 4.24 light years or 25 trillion miles, 40 trillion kilometers. The diameter of the entire solar system, from the Sun to the farthest known object, is about 287 or 27 billion miles, 43.5 billion kilometers. Sun. Solar system. The Sun is the center of our solar system and the most massive object in it. It is a nearly perfect spherical ball of hot plasma, with internal convective motion that generates a strong magnetic field. The Sun's mass accounts for over 99% of the total mass in the solar system, and its gravity holds the entire system in place. The solar system consists of 8 planets that orbit the Sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These planets are classified into 2 types: terrestrial planets Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, and gas giants Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The 4 inner planets are rocky and small, while the 4 outer planets are large and mostly composed of gas and ice. Besides planets, the solar system also has other objects such as dwarf planets, asteroids, comets, and moons. These objects orbit the Sun or planets and provide insight into the early stages of the solar system's formation. The solar system is also embedded within the Milky Way galaxy, which is estimated to contain over 100 billion stars. The Sun and its solar system are located in one of the Milky Way's spiral arms, about 25,000 light-years from the galactic center. Inner solar system. The inner solar system is the region of the solar system that is closest to the Sun, and it contains the 4 inner planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. These planets are called the terrestrial or rocky planets because they are mostly composed of rock and metal and have a solid surface. Mercury is the innermost planet, and it is the smallest planet in the solar system. It has a heavily cratered surface, and it is very hot during the day and very cold at night. Venus is the second planet from the Sun, and it is the hottest planet in the solar system due to its thick atmosphere that traps heat. Venus has a thick layer of clouds that make its surface difficult to observe. Earth is the third planet from the Sun, and it is the only planet in the solar system known to have liquid water on its surface. Earth has a diverse environment with oceans, continents, and a protective magnetic field that shields the planet from harmful solar winds. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun, and it has a thin atmosphere and a cold, rocky, and dry surface. Mars is the focus of many scientific missions because it is believed to have had liquid water on its surface in the past, and it could have once supported life. The inner solar system also contains a variety of other objects, such as asteroids, comets, and meteoroids, which are mainly found in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. These objects are remnants of the solar system's formation and provide insights into the early stages of the solar system's evolution. Mercury solar system. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and is the closest planet to the Sun. It orbits the Sun in just 88 Earth days, which makes it the fastest planet in the solar system. Here are some interesting facts about Mercury. Mercury has a heavily cratered surface, similar to the Moon's surface. It has cliffs that can reach up to a mile high, and its surface is covered with craters, ridges, and mountains. Mercury is very hot during the day, with temperatures that can reach up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit 430 degrees Celsius. At night, however, the temperatures can drop to 290 degrees Fahrenheit 180 degrees Celsius. Due to its close proximity to the Sun, Mercury has a very short atmosphere, which is made up of particles that have been blasted off the planet's surface by the solar wind. Mercury has no moons, and it is not known to have any rings. Despite being the smallest planet, Mercury has a large iron core, which makes up about 60% of its mass. Scientists believe that the planet's surface was once more extensive but was reduced due to impacts from comets and asteroids. Mercury has been visited by only one spacecraft, NASA's Mariner 10, which flew by the planet 3 times in the mid-1970s. In 2011, NASA's Messenger spacecraft began orbiting Mercury and provided detailed information about the planet's surface, composition, and magnetic field until it ran out of fuel and crashed into the planet's surface in 2015. Venus solar system. Venus is the second planet from the Sun and is sometimes referred to as the Earth's sister planet because of its similar size, composition, and proximity to the Sun. However, Venus is a very different planet from Earth in many ways. Here are some interesting facts about Venus. Venus has a thick atmosphere made up mostly of carbon dioxide, with clouds of sulfuric acid that completely obscure the planet's surface from view. Venus rotates very slowly, taking 243 Earth days to complete one rotation on its axis, which is longer than it takes Venus to orbit the Sun. Venus is the brightest object in the sky after the Sun and the Moon, and it can often be seen as a bright morning star or evening star depending on its position relative to the Sun. Venus has no moons, and it is not known to have any rings. Despite its inhospitable surface conditions, some scientists believe that Venus may have had a habitable environment in its early history, with a more Earth-like climate and possibly even liquid water. Venus has been visited by several spacecraft, including NASA's Pioneer Venus and Magellan missions, as well as missions from the Soviet Union, which provided detailed information about the planet's surface, atmosphere, and geology. Earth solar system. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and is the only planet in the solar system known to support life. It is a complex and dynamic planet with a diverse environment that supports a wide range of living organisms. Here are some interesting facts about Earth. Earth is the fifth largest planet in the solar system and has a diameter of about 12,742 kilometers, 7,918 miles. Earth has a thin atmosphere composed of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% other gases, which helps to regulate the planet's temperature and protect it from harmful radiation from the Sun. Earth has a unique magnetic field that protects it from the solar wind, a stream of charged particles that flows out from the Sun. Earth has a diverse environment with oceans, continents, mountains, and deserts, which provide habitats for millions of species of plants and animals. Earth has a natural satellite, the Moon, which is the fifth largest moon in the solar system and plays a significant role in the Earth's tides and gravitational pull. The Earth's rotation on its axis causes day and night, while its revolution around the Sun causes the changing of seasons. Humans have been able to explore and study the Earth in great detail, thanks to advanced technology such as satellites, telescopes, and scientific instruments that allow us to observe the planet's environment and study its properties. Overall, Earth is a fascinating and unique planet that provides the perfect conditions for life as we know it. Its dynamic environment and complex systems continue to be studied and understood by scientists and researchers around the world. Mars solar system. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun in our solar system, and it is also known as the red planet because of its reddish appearance in the sky. It is a terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere and a rocky surface that is marked by impact craters, volcanoes, and canyons. Mars is the second closest planet to Earth after Venus, and it has been the subject of numerous space missions and scientific studies due to its potential as a destination for human exploration and colonization. Some of the most notable missions to Mars include the Mars Pathfinder, Mars Exploration Rovers, Mars Odyssey, Mars Express, and the Mars Science Laboratory, which carried the Curiosity rover. The exploration of Mars has revealed evidence of ancient water on its surface, leading to speculation about the possibility of past or present life on the planet. The study of Mars is ongoing, with current missions focusing on the search for signs of microbial life, the characterization of the planet's geology and atmosphere, and the preparation for future human exploration. Jupiter Solar System. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun in our solar system and the largest planet in our solar system. It is a gas giant planet with no solid surface, and its atmosphere is mainly composed of hydrogen and helium, with small amounts of other gases like methane, ammonia, and water vapor. Jupiter has a complex system of moons, with at least 79 known moons orbiting around it. Some of the largest and most well-known of these moons include Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. These moons have their own unique features, including volcanic activity on Io, a subsurface ocean on Europa, and a heavily cratered surface on Callisto. The study of Jupiter is important to our understanding of the formation and evolution of our solar system, as well as the study of gas giant planets in general. Jupiter's large size and strong gravity also make it an important object in the study of the dynamics of our solar system. Saturn Solar System. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun in our solar system and is known for its distinctive ring system. Like Jupiter, Saturn is a gas giant planet with no solid surface, and its atmosphere is primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. Saturn has an extensive ring system that is made up of countless particles of ice and rock, ranging in size from tiny dust particles to large boulders. The rings are divided into several main sections, with gaps and divisions between them. Saturn also has numerous moons, with at least 82 known moons orbiting around it. Some of Saturn's moons have their own unique features, such as Enceladus, which has geysers of water erupting from its south pole, and Titan, which has a thick atmosphere and methane lakes on its surface. The study of Saturn has been the subject of numerous space missions, including the Pioneer and Voyager missions in the 1970s and the Cassini mission, which orbited the planet from 2004 to 2017. The study of Saturn and its rings is important to our understanding of the formation and evolution of our solar system, as well as the study of gas giant planets in general. Saturn's rings, in particular, provide a unique opportunity to study the dynamics of small particles in space, as well as the effects of gravity and magnetic fields on these particles. Uranus Solar System. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun in our solar system. It is classified as a gas giant, along with Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. Uranus is unique in our solar system because it rotates on its side, with its axis of rotation tilted at an angle of about 98 degrees. This means that Uranus experiences extreme seasonal variations, with each pole experiencing 42 years of continuous daylight followed by 42 years of continuous darkness. Here are some key facts about Uranus. Distance from the Sun, approximately 1.8 billion miles, 2.9 billion kilometers. Diameter, approximately 31,760 miles, 51,118 kilometers. Moons. Uranus has at least 27 known moons, including Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, and Oberon. Rings. Uranus has 13 known rings, which were discovered in 1977 by astronomers studying the planet's occultation of a star. Atmosphere. Uranus has a hydrogen and helium atmosphere, with small amounts of methane. The methane gives Uranus its blue-green color. Exploration. Uranus has been visited by only one spacecraft, NASA's Voyager 2, which flew by the planet in 1986. Neptune Solar System. Neptune is the eighth and farthest planet from the Sun in our solar system. It is also classified as a gas giant, like Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. Neptune is named after the Roman god of the sea, as it is a blue-colored planet that appears to be covered in water. Here are some key facts about Neptune. Distance from the Sun, approximately 2.8 billion miles, 4.5 billion kilometers. Diameter, approximately 30,599 miles, 49,244 kilometers. Moons. Neptune has at least 14 known moons, including Triton, Nereid, and Proteus. Rings. Neptune has a faint system of rings, which were discovered in 1984 by astronomers observing stellar occultations. Atmosphere. Neptune has a hydrogen and helium atmosphere, with small amounts of methane. The methane gives Neptune its blue color, as it absorbs red light and reflects blue light. Exploration. Neptune has been visited by only one spacecraft, NASA's Voyager 2, which flew by the planet in 1989. Neptune is known for its extreme weather patterns, including the fastest winds in the solar system, which can reach speeds of up to 15 miles per hour, 2,400 kilometers per hour. The planet also has large dark spots on its surface, similar to Jupiter's Great Red Spot, which are thought to be storms in the atmosphere. Centaur's solar system. Centaurs are a class of small solar system bodies that orbit the Sun between Jupiter and Neptune. They are named after the mythological creatures from Greek mythology that were half human, half horse. Centaurs are believed to be remnants from the Kuiper Belt, a region of the solar system beyond Neptune that contains icy objects. They are thought to have been gravitationally scattered inward towards the inner solar system by the giant planets. Centaurs have unstable orbits and are considered to be transitional objects between the Kuiper Belt objects and the Jupiter family comets, which have more circular orbits and originate in the region of the solar system between Jupiter and Saturn. Some well-known centaurs include Chiron, Pholus, and Nessus. Chiron is unique among the centaurs in that it has a comet-like coma and a very elliptical orbit that crosses the orbits of both Saturn and Uranus. To get more informational videos like this, please subscribe our channel, share and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.